Today, we bring an important update regarding a blast that occurred at Nowgam Police Station in Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir. The incident happened during the handling of confiscated explosives and has raised significant concerns among local authorities and citizens alike. In this report, we will present the verified facts, the context surrounding the explosion, possible causes as reported by officials, its impact on political, security, and social fronts, as well as ethical reflections on the responsibilities of institutions tasked with handling dangerous materials. The incident, which unfolded under extraordinary circumstances, has resulted in casualties and injuries, and it underscores the complexities involved in managing evidence that poses inherent risks. Emergency teams and forensic experts responded immediately, ensuring that secured areas were established and investigations began promptly. Authorities have confirmed that seized ammonium nitrate played a central role in the events leading to the blast, and subsequent operations have been focused on identifying any procedural failures that may have contributed to this unfortunate event. With communities already sensitive to developments in the region, this incident is being closely monitored. Throughout this report, we aim to provide a clear and concise account that is both comprehensive and accessible to a general audience. The narrative will avoid technical jargon while maintaining the seriousness and sensitivity required by the situation. Our goal is to keep you informed with accurate information and thoughtful context, ensuring that you understand not only what happened, but also why it matters. Let us now delve into the verified facts and details that have emerged since the blast. This incident represents a reminder of the challenges faced by law enforcement agencies in managing hazardous materials. Community leaders and officials emphasize the need for safety measures and clear communication. As the investigation unfolds, every detail is scrutinized to prevent future occurrences. Following initial reports, verified facts have established key details about the blast at Nowgam Police Station. The incident is reported to have occurred in the early hours of the morning, when security personnel were engaged in processing and securing confiscated explosives. According to official sources, the station had recently received a batch of seized ammonium nitrate, which was stored pending further forensic evaluation. The explosion is believed to have been triggered accidentally during routine handling procedures, although all investigations remain ongoing. Emergency response teams, including specialized forensic experts, arrived at the scene within minutes of the blast. First responders quickly established a perimeter to secure the area, ensuring that no additional hazards were present and that the public was kept at a safe distance. Preliminary reports indicate that several individuals sustained injuries, and while the exact number of casualties is still under review, initial counts suggest multiple wounded with the possibility of fatalities. The forensic team has been working meticulously to gather evidence from the scene, aiming to ascertain the sequence of events leading up to the explosion. Among the evidence being analyzed are remnants of explosive material, as well as traces of chemicals that could shed light on how the incident unfolded. In addition to the emergency services, local health facilities have been alerted and are prepared to treat those affected by the blast. Investigators have also confirmed that standard procedures were reportedly followed in the transfer and storage of the confiscated materials. However, the unfolding events have raised concerns regarding whether all safety protocols were fully adhered to during the handling process. Throughout these developments, authorities have maintained that further verified details will be released as investigations progress, emphasizing a commitment to transparency and accountability. These verified facts are critical in understanding the nature of the explosion and in reassessing the strategies implemented for managing hazardous evidence in sensitive regions such as Srinagar. Officials are working diligently to cross-check every piece of evidence, ensuring that the analysis is thorough and leaves no room for oversight. This careful work is vital to understanding the incident and preventing additional occurrences. The Nowgam Police Station holds significant relevance in the wider context of ongoing investigations and regional security dynamics. In recent months, law enforcement agencies in Srinagar have come under increased scrutiny as both domestic and international observers assess the security protocols in place. The station had been involved in processing confiscated explosive materials, a responsibility that carries inherent risks. This responsibility, coupled with the geopolitically sensitive backdrop of Jammu and Kashmir, adds layers of complexity to current investigations. Local authorities have been coordinating closely with national agencies to ensure that every procedure is re-examined and, if necessary, updated to meet the highest safety standards. In the past, similar incidents have served as catalysts for comprehensive reviews of security policies and procedural safeguards. The current incident has reinvigorated discussions among experts regarding the proper storage, handling, and disposal of hazardous materials. Analysts note that Kashmir's unique position, both geographically and politically, makes any disruption in security protocols particularly significant. The context surrounding this explosion goes beyond the immediate technical failures, touching on broader issues of public safety, governmental accountability, and the institutional challenges of operating within a highly sensitive environment. It is within this framework that the blast is being closely examined, with an eye toward not only identifying mistakes but also fortifying future policies. As investigations progress, official statements have repeatedly stressed that this incident, while tragic, will serve as a basis for implementing improvements that could prevent future mishaps. The case has therefore become a focal point for a deeper discussion about protocol reform and interagency cooperation in regions where the stakes are exceptionally high. Officials note that the situation has attracted attention, prompting experts to re-evaluate existing safety measures and call for enhanced training protocols. This broader perspective is essential for framing the incident within global security efforts. Official statements have characterized the explosion at Nowgam Police Station as a tragic accident primarily resulting from suspected procedural failures in handling hazardous materials. According to these statements, the incident appears to have been an unintended occurrence during routine operations. Early investigations suggest that there may have been lapses in the standard safety protocols required for the storage and management of confiscated explosives. While experts are carefully examining the chain of custody and the procedures followed on that day, specific details about any deviations or mishandling remain unconfirmed. Authorities have emphasized that no deliberate act or foul play is suspected at this time, and the focus remains on identifying whether any steps were overlooked in the safety process. In particular, questions have been raised about the methods used to manage ammonium nitrate, a substance known for its volatility when not handled appropriately. The incident has led officials to review existing guidelines, and there is a growing consensus among experts that a comprehensive assessment of current practices is necessary. While the investigation is still in its early stages and many aspects remain unknown, the preliminary conclusions indicate that the cause of the blast was likely tied to systematic oversights rather than intentional misconduct. Further inquiries and forensic analyses are expected to determine whether equipment malfunctions, human error, or a combination of factors contributed to the unfortunate event. By addressing these possibilities, officials are striving to learn valuable lessons that could prevent such incidents from occurring in the future. In the meantime, all unverified information should be treated with caution, as ongoing investigations continue to seek clarity regarding the exact sequence of events. Officials assert that every step of the investigative process will be meticulously reviewed. This thorough re-examination aims to reinforce existing protocols and restore public confidence in safety measures effectively. The blast at Nowgam Police Station has far-reaching implications across political, security, and social landscapes. Politically, the incident has intensified calls for a review of the protocols governing the handling of hazardous materials, prompting lawmakers and regulatory bodies to push for stricter oversight and accountability measures within law enforcement agencies. Security experts express concerns that the mishandling of confiscated explosives could compromise broader regional stability, especially in an area as sensitive as Kashmir. On a social level, the event has sparked public concern not only among local communities but also among citizens across the region who are already cognizant of the complexities involved in managing dangerous materials. The psychological impact on both the families of those injured and on the broader community has been significant, as many are now questioning the adequacy of current safety practices. Internally, the police force is reportedly undertaking a comprehensive review of its safety protocols in order to identify any shortcomings and implement necessary changes. Such internal reviews are seen as essential in rebuilding public trust and ensuring that similar incidents are prevented in the future. The incident has also led to a surge in media attention, with both national and international outlets monitoring the developments closely. For many, the event stands as a reminder of the inherent risks faced by those whose duty it is to manage and secure potentially volatile evidence. In response, officials are emphasizing the need for more rigorous training, enhanced surveillance of storage facilities, and a re-evaluation of procedures that have previously been taken for granted. Overall, the impact of the blast resonates on multiple levels, urging authorities to learn from this incident and proactively address any vulnerabilities in security and management practices. Experts and officials agree that the incident will drive reforms in security procedures and training in region. In reflecting on the events at Nowgam Police Station, it is important to consider the ethical dimensions that underpin the responsibilities of institutions in handling dangerous materials. The incident reminds us that beyond technical and procedural considerations, there is a profound duty to ensure public safety and uphold accountability. Ethical practices necessitate that those entrusted with the management of hazardous evidence act with the highest level of diligence and transparency. For journalists and media professionals, reporting on such incidents involves a delicate balance, the need to inform the public accurately, without falling into sensationalism that can exacerbate fear or spread misinformation. It is incumbent upon the press to verify facts rigorously and to present the information in a manner that is both respectful and clear. This approach not only honors the gravity of the situation but also contributes to a well-informed community that can engage critically with the measures taken by authorities. As we continue to monitor the developments of this case, it becomes evident that ethical commentary is not merely an add-on but a necessary component of responsible journalism. By emphasizing accountability, proper conduct, and the human cost of mishaps, we contribute to a dialogue that encourages policy reform and instills trust in the investigative process. The ethical considerations raised by this incident underscore the broader societal obligation to prioritize safety, openness, and continuous improvement in practices that affect every facet of public life. Thus, both institutions and journalists must firmly commit to ethical practices that uphold public trust. Looking ahead, viewers can expect ongoing updates as investigators continue their work on the Nowgam blast. Authorities have pledged to release new information regarding the condition of those injured, further statements from emergency services, and detailed reports from forensic teams as evidence is analyzed. New developments, including any adjustments to security procedures or revisions to handling protocols, will be communicated promptly. Officials have also indicated that additional scrutiny may be directed toward the processes involved in the storage and transfer of confiscated explosives. In the coming days, it is anticipated that both local and national agencies will conduct thorough reviews of current practices, and experts are scheduled to provide insights into any planned reforms. As the investigation unfolds, viewers are encouraged to stay informed and vigilant, relying on credible sources for the latest verified updates. Journalists remain committed to following every milestone in the inquiry and will continue to offer clear, evidence-based reporting on the situation. This ongoing commitment to transparency ensures that no aspect of the incident is overlooked, and it serves as a reminder that public safety is the highest priority. In the interim, communities affected by the event are being supported by a coordinated effort between health services and law enforcement, ensuring that both immediate needs and long-term recovery are addressed in a timely manner. Authorities promise that as new evidence emerges, further details will be shared, and measures will be swiftly implemented to guarantee improved protocols. All stakeholders are working for safety. In summary, the blast at Nowgam Police Station represents a complex and deeply troubling event that has reverberated across multiple facets of society. The verified facts paint a picture of an incident that occurred during the handling of confiscated hazardous materials, leading to injuries and raising serious questions about protocol adherence. It is clear that the investigation is still in its early stages, and officials remain committed to uncovering every detail that might prevent future tragedies. The context of this incident, set against the backdrop of a geopolitically sensitive region, compounds its significance, driving calls for improved safety measures and rigorous oversight. While official statements maintain that the explosion was accidental, the potential for procedural lapses has prompted a thorough review that aims to strengthen security protocols. The impact of this event has been felt by local communities, law enforcement agencies, and policymakers alike, all of whom are looking to learn and implement reforms that could mitigate similar risks in the future. The commitment to ethical journalism has ensured that every verified detail is shared responsibly, providing a clear understanding of the situation without sensationalism. As we continue to follow this developing story, the promise of further investigations and updates remains steadfast. It is essential for all viewers to remain informed and to seek out credible sources for accurate news. In closing, while the path to full resolution may be long and challenging, the lessons learned from this incident will undoubtedly contribute to a safer, more transparent future in managing hazardous materials. In closing, it is imperative that every verified fact is recorded and shared with precision. The review of safety measures is a collective duty of governmental bodies, law enforcement, and the community. Your attention to reliable news is vital in these challenging times. We appreciate your steadfast support. An in-depth review of the blast reveals numerous critical aspects that demand attention. The incident at Nowgam Police Station has triggered a comprehensive investigation, with forensic experts meticulously examining every piece of evidence. Security procedures during the handling of confiscated explosives are under intense scrutiny, as officials seek to determine whether standard protocols were compromised. This investigation has united law enforcement, forensic teams, and policymakers in a common effort to uncover procedural oversights and recommend effective reforms. Moreover, the event underscores the fundamental role of ethical journalism in disseminating accurate, verified information to the public. Through clear reporting and in-depth analysis, journalists are helping to ensure that the narrative remains focused on facts rather than speculation. The lessons emerging from this tragic occurrence are expected to drive changes that enhance safety standards and improve training for personnel responsible for managing hazardous materials. In this evolving situation, continuous updates and transparent communication are essential. All stakeholders are committed to learning from every detail, so that future incidents are prevented and public trust is restored. This collective response highlights the importance of accountability, shared responsibility, and a forward-looking approach in addressing security challenges. All efforts are focused on truly lasting improvements.